everyone, a warm welcome and thanks for sparing your valuable time and for attending this webinar. March Training Academy is presenting session 4 of emotional intelligence. So friends, last 3 sessions we had covered the foundational skill of emotional intelligence, that is self-awareness. This we had covered in the last 3 sessions. And then we also started the second skill, that is coping skills. And here we have covered impulse control, that is self-management, and stress tolerance. So this we have covered up in the last 3 sessions. So today we will be covering the third module of coping skills, that is flexibility. And after that we will go on to the third skill, that is interpersonal skills. And if time permits, then we will cover empathy, one module of interpersonal skills. So friends, as you can see in this Canon emotional competency model, there are 5 skills, as you can see. And the first one, that is the self-awareness skill, is called the foundational skill. So ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कि जैसे शॉर्टकट मार दिया, हमने कहा नहीं जाने दो, टाइम बचाने के लिए हम सीधा इंटरपर्सनल स्किल से शुरू करते हैं, और तो it doesn't work that way. You have to start with the foundational skill. Like for example, हम डायरेक्टली 11th और 12th का साइंस और मैथ्स फॉलो नहीं कर सकते. We have to first understand this subject up to 10th standard. पास करने के बाद ही हम साइंस और मैथ्स का 11th 12th हम समझ सकते हैं. So similarly, here also, unless we work on and develop the first foundational skill of self-awareness, we can't understand coping skills. Similarly, one after the other. So friends, today we will be covering flexibility, right? So, and flexibility is the coping skill. It is one of the coping skills. अच्छा friends, आप में से कोई बता सकता है ये can any one of you recognize what is this kind of tree? It कौन सा tree है? Any one of you?
पाइन है क्या?
No, no. But आप try करो. If someone can identify this tree. ओके, सो चूंकि ये ट्री यहाँ तो नहीं देखने को मिलता है, इसीलिए आप लोग इसको शायद आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. दिस इज द फेमस विलो, एंड विलो ट्रीज फाउंड वेरी कॉमनली इन यूरोप एंड इंग्लैंड. और आप लोग विलो का नाम इसलिए सुने होंगे क्योंकि जो बेस्ट क्रिकेट बैट्स आर मेड ऑफ द वुड ऑफ द विलो, बेस्ट क्रिकेट बैट्स. So this willow wood is considered to be very strong. So friends, when we talk of flexibility, this the willow tree comes into focus. Why? We will tell you. Friends, we are living in a fast-paced world which is heading towards disruptive changes. So the skill of flexibility becomes extremely important in today's world. Without flexibility, it will be very difficult to navigate through the fast changes which are happening all around us. And in this highly disruptive environment, a rigid attitude will make us redundant. redundant in no time. Redundant यानी कह सकते हैं कि हम मतलब we will not be of any relevance. So people with strong flexibility might be compared to a willow tree, a willow. Now why people with strong flexibility can be compared to a willow? Because a willow can bend a long way in many directions in storms, which can tear the branches of harder, stronger trees. Now, the network of deep roots supports the willow and gives it that flexibility, remarkable flexibility. Now, friends, as deep roots are to willow, similarly, the far-sightedness, adaptation, and core values of integrity and ethics are to flexible people. And they are not blown away by temptations and greed. This is the list of organizations that failed to innovate. They were not flexible enough. They were rigid. So therefore, they could not survive. And the whole idea of today's webinar focus is on the coping skills of flexibility. So the idea is that organizations that failed to innovate, that failed to be flexible enough, they just disappeared from the scene. So you must have heard about the name of BlackBerry. Now BlackBerry, at one point, there were 80 million users in the world, including Barack Obama. He himself was using it. And in the mid to late 2000s, that is, I can remember from 2004 to 2010, the primary mode of business and personal communication was carried out on BlackBerry Messenger. Now, BlackBerry ignored touch screen based technology. And it is then Apple started to dominate the touchscreen mobile market by introducing iPhone. BlackBerry's failure to innovate meant they were quickly down to a market share of 0.2% by early 2016. See, they were on the top by 2008, 2009, and by 2016, they were almost bankrupt. Second example is Kodak. Now, Kodak, आप में से बहुत लोगों ने जो यंग लोग हैं उन लोग शायद इसके बारे में इतना नहीं जानते होंगे, but people who are in the 40s, 50s, they must have definitely heard about Kodak. And even in 30s, those who are in 30s, they must have heard. It was founded in 1988. And Kodak was the market leader in photographic film throughout the 20th century. They produced top quality films, film rolls, and which were used in Bollywood and also in cameras as photographic cartridges. Now, what happened was Kodak also was a rigid management. They were not flexible. So they were scared to innovate. In 1975, they developed the first digital camera, but dropped the product due to the fear of it eating away their photographic film monopoly. It was by that time that digital took over and Kodak filed for bankruptcy in 2012. Then another very interesting story is of Polaroid. Now, Polaroid's instant film and cameras allowed their peak revenue to hit $3 billion in 1991. They were an iconic name in instant photography process. They bit the dust because they did not anticipate the impact the digital cameras would have. Polaroid Corporation was declared bankrupt in 2001, a mere decade after posting their highest ever revenue for a single year. See, they had hit the highest revenue in 1991. It was $3 billion. And just in 10 years, Polaroid Corporation was declared bankrupt. Why? Because they failed to innovate. They did not show flexibility in this fast changing world. So now we have covered the coping skills, that flexibility we have covered. Now we quickly move on to the interpersonal skills, that is empathy. Today we will cover empathy. Now, what is empathy? So friends, empathy, now Mahadevan ji, is it visible? This presentation is visible on?
Yes, 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 very clear.
Okay, okay. So friends, empathy, you must have all heard about this word. ये काफी use होता है आजकल के conversation में. Empathy is the ability to read others by aligning with their feelings and emotions. आपने कई दफा सुना होगा empathy के बारे में कि it is referred to as walking in the other person's shoes. So it's a form of selflessness. You step out of your own world of problems, worries, joys. Then you totally immerse yourself in another person's world of thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Now, how can you practice empathy? What is the easy way to practice empathy? Friends, one of the easiest ways to practice empathy in our day-to-day life is doing active listening. Friends, believe me, this is a very easy yet a very powerful empathy skill which we all can practice in our life. So what is active listening? If you do active listening, you are practicing empathy, highest form of empathy. Now here in active listening, you only need to concentrate in listening to the other person with genuine curiosity, rather than impatiently interrupting the other person and impatiently projecting your ideas on them. देखिए आजकल क्या होता है कि ज्यादा करके people don't hear, they are ready to speak. So the art of empathy, very rarely people follow. Hardly anyone follows. You'll find very few people in your life who, when you talk to them, they will listen to you without interrupting you, without projecting their ideas on you. They will quietly listen to you. Friends, believe me, if you quietly listen to a person, that is enough. There is no need to talk and give advice. The mere practice of listening to the other person carefully with concentration, it builds trust. The other person becomes your friend. He's trusting you. Because see, friends, people want someone to hear and listen. They don't want you to give advice. So this is a very easy practice which we can all do in our day-to-day life, that we only need to listen to a person who wants to share something with you. He's in trouble, he's in tension, he wants to share. Just quietly listen to him. If you do this, you are doing a very big thing. There's no need to give advice. Now, friends, there is a word called sympathy. अक्सर लोग sympathy लोग पूछते हैं, कभी presentation में पूछते हैं कि sympathy और empathy एक ही चीज है क्या? Normally people ask. See, empathy, as I told you, is referred to as walking in the other person's shoes and is best done by active listening. Whereas in sympathy, we identify with the feelings of the other person. If he or she is upset, we become upset. If he or she is highly motivated and happy, we also become very happy. So what happens is sympathy can degrade into codependency when our moods are dictated by the outside stimulus. Now, a true leader has to be empathic rather than sympathetic. So empathy is a skill we must practice to develop our emotional intelligence skills. Now, if you show empathy towards the other person, what happens? It allows the other person to open up and communicate with a clear and open mind. This helps to understand what the other person is trying to say. If we interrupt the speaker, then we will not be able to understand what he's trying to say or convey. Now, when you listen to the other person attentively, it creates trust and reduces misunderstanding. Friends, healthy empathy is vital to develop and maintain lasting interpersonal relationships, even in our house and workplaces, even our family also. In our family also, we must practice empathy when we are speaking to our spouse, when we are speaking to our children. We should listen very attentively. So in other way, we are giving respect to the person who is speaking. And not only that, you try to understand the feelings and emotions of the other person. It creates a lot of trust in the family and workplace also. So it is also at the heart of a well-functioning workplace, community, and family.
Hi, Keshav here.
Yes, Keshav.
So, firstly, to start off with, the presentation was very enjoyable.
Okay.
Yeah, so audio would have helped, but overall was a good presentation. I had a question or certain thoughts जो मेरे दिमाग में आ रहा था. Like, these days in the modern world, technology has taken over. So there's little or no human interaction that some or most of the modern or the Gen X or millennials do. Like they're watching Netflix for entertainment. They're ordering home delivery. So, do you think in these modern times, empathy or interpersonal relationships is moving towards a different direction, or is moving for better or worse?
Oh, it's a very pertinent question you have asked. So whatever comes to my mind, I would request the other participants also to share whatever he has asked. But what comes to my mind immediately is that, see, no doubt that the changes are very fast, as you rightly said, and technology ka world hai. Everything is based on technology. But at the same time, there is something called interpersonal relationships. No, कितना भी टेक्नोलॉजी आ जाए, कितना भी सब हो जाए, ऑटोमेशन हो जाए, सब हो जाए, but after all we are human beings and we have a family, we have our friends, we have our colleagues in the workplace, and so it becomes very important to develop interpersonal relationships. What happens that we are lost so much in technology that we never pay attention to the interpersonal relationships. And if you, along with technology, if you develop the skill of emotional intelligence, your life becomes very happier. You become, people will start loving you, you become very popular, and you become very happy, life becomes fulfilling. So it's not that empathy is a different, a very different thing, and you cannot practice along with technology. You, in fact, in the modern world, people see, people are so much stressed. There are so many incidents of depression in US, which is the most developed world. The cases of depression and suicides are maximum. So it becomes so important to practice these emotional intelligence skills, which reduces your stress, which makes you popular, which makes you happier in life, and which increases your age and longevity.
And according to me, compassion building is the building block of any relationship. So, like Irshad ji said, that parenting will play a very important role, especially in a world when we are confined in the house. Our children are exposed to online learning. So, compassion building is the building block, according to me.
Yes, compassion, it bonds the family and gives the right value. In fact, Keshav जो point raise किया था, so we see these days that हम modern तो हो रहे हैं, we are advancing technologically, but cases of depressions are rising exponentially साथ साथ में, and at the same time, number of suicides are increasing very fast in the, and you'll be surprised to know that the most developed countries in the world today have the most number of suicides. So why? Because as Irshad rightly pointed out that हम मतलब जैसे खास करके जो यंग जनरेशन है भटक गया है, is so lost in the virtual world, as Irshad rightly pointed out, that there's now these days there is a strong need for especially the parents. They must focus on developing these skills of social interaction and talking, listening, interacting with their children more. They should give time to their children more, and so that they become your friends. They will not hide anything from you. They will discuss. You should be open to them. Like अभी हम ऑफिस से आने के बाद भी पेरेंट्स मोबाइल में बिजी हैं, बच्चे मोबाइल में बिजी है, तो किससे वो शेयर करेंगे? वो कहते हैं हमारा सुनने वाला ही कोई नहीं है. So this is where the empathic listening becomes so very important in modern day world, especially for parents.
And also the way parents live their life, because it's very easy to lay down rules, but children actually practice what they observe in their mother and father, how they play the role in day-to-day life. So action is very important.
That's true. Very true. Very true.